What's going on, everybody? I'm super excited to share with you guys the reason why most traders fail in the market is because of these three things that I'm going to name in this video. Now, before we get into that, you really have to distinguish what kind of trader are you? Like, are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Like, are you a long-term investor? Like, then you have to ask yourself, like, are you a person who can actually day trade? Like, when people ask me what do I do for a living, I tell them I'm a trader, right? And they automatically assume that I'm a day trader. Like, yes, I do day trade, but that's not my main thing. My main thing is swing trading, right? Like, I swing trade from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days, sometimes from 1 week to 2 weeks, right? I don't really trade over that, but it's about recognizing what kind of trader you are, right? Because ultimately, if you can answer that question, you can really hone in on where your flaws are and what you're looking at and how to get better entries and exits. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why a lot of people are confused, right? And quite honestly, I'm going to just get right into it. A lot of people are confused because of the indicators that been put out there for you to follow. Now, having a couple indicators is not a big deal, right? Like moving averages is a very important indicator. So where do people get it mixed up? They get it mixed up when they start trying to combine this, that. They become a scientist and they want to know if this works with that and that works with this. And if I do this, then I'm going to do that. Like, no, what you're causing is confusion. And once I tell you these three things, I promise you, you will never be confused again. You're never going to be confused again. And I'm going to show you exactly what these three things that I'm talking about is going to help you do. So we're going to start out by looking at the monthly chart. So right now I have Amazon up. And what I want to show you is like, I have Amazon on the screen and we have 4 monthly candles right now. And these 4 monthly candles are letting you know one thing, that there's been more buying than selling, right? A candle opens up and if there's more sellers, it turns red. If there's more buyers, they turn green. So right now, automatically, right out the gate, you know that Amazon has 4 months of buying. Now, if there's 4 months of buying, why would you sell this stock? Why would you short it? Why would you buy puts? Now, that's all relative to your skill level and to the time frame that you're trading. Because I'm not going to tell you that I don't take puts, but for somebody who's learning and struggling, do not place puts until you understand what you're doing. But first you need to identify, is there more buying than selling, right? So you go to the monthly chart. You right away distinguish. There is more selling than buying or more buying than selling. And in this case, there's more buying, right? So now that we have more buying on the charts, the next thing that you want to recognize is on the weekly chart, do we have at least 2 weeks of buying? You can clearly see that for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, there's been nothing but buying in this stock. So why would you short this stock? Why would you short it, right? So that's number 2. Number 1 is the monthly candle has to be green. And number 2 is there has to be 2 weeks of buying, right? Now, what's next? Number 3, I'm going to get into that real fast. Like, this is going to be the quickest learning experience for you. And this is going to change everything that you think about the market, right? So right now, I'm going to go ahead and put in my moving averages. And I'm going to go down to the day chart. So right now, I have the 9-period EMA. And I have a 21-period EMA, right? And I'm going to zoom out here. I'm going to take this out the way. I'm going to zoom out. So what do we recognize in this stock? We recognize that these moving averages are in order, right? So we have the 9 on top, followed by the 21, followed by the 50-period moving average. So what are you looking for when it comes to this stock? You're looking for buying opportunities only. One direction, buying, because on the monthly, there's only buying. On the weekly, there's only buying. This means that if you're on the day chart, you should still only be looking for buys, right? Even if you're scalping, you should still be looking for buys because this is a stronger stock to the upside. Now, I can't tell you how many people I see on different trading platforms talk about, oh, this is the top, this is the top, this is the top. And that was a couple weeks ago. And now they're still talking about the top that they called out 2 weeks ago, right? And you can't do that. You have to stick. There's a reason why the trend is your friend. And this right here is everything. Like, literally, bro. Like, you don't need to learn anything else but this right now. The only thing that I would urge you to look at is to find opportunity and to learn how to enter and exit those opportunities. And the reason why I don't share that with you is because I have a lot of students who already paid to learn that stuff, and it wouldn't be fair to them for me to tell you for free after they just paid for what I just told them. I'm gonna let you know some more strategies in the next coming video about price action and when you should be involved and when there's nothing to do. But I promise you, follow these 3 things and it's gonna change the way that you trade. It's gonna change the way that you look at the market. For example, like let's look at a Target, right? Target's been selling off. Right here, you see the moving averages, right? 9, 21, and the 50 in the right direction with buying a month, buying on the week, and now we have the moving averages in the right order. Now let's flip that, right? Let's go to Target. And in Target, we see that the moving averages are flipped upside his head, right? So right now we have the 50 on top, the 21 in the middle, and the 9 in the bottom. This lets you know that sellers are in control, right? So now if you look at the monthly chart, it's probably green. Yeah, it's probably green because there's been a little bit of buying. But ultimately, before this candle even appeared, we clearly see that there's been selling, right? And it's funny because the news that confuses you came out about them doing some shady stuff right at this area where the support broke. Like, isn't it funny that the news comes out with the price action and the technical analysis every single time? Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So I believe that there's a lot of information out there that confuses you and actually cripples you from being a successful trader. Because if you just simplified everything that you're doing and maybe use one indicator or 2, I promise you're going to be a lot more successful. It's not about adding more arsenal to your trading. Like, no, it's not about that. It's about understanding your clear-cut edge and understanding your execution every time and never being confused. I'm telling you, what I just shared with you is going to change everything about how you view the markets. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video where I'm going to share some more stuff. So, peace.